forwards a bit more. That's it. Back a little bit. That's good. Pull back a little bit more. And what we'll do now is a left turn, please. So start pushing it over to the left even more. All with your hands now, don't worry about your feet. So take your feet off the pedals, all with your hands. That's it. Pull back a bit. Pull back a bit more. Pull back even more. And a bit of right. So turn right.
Bank angle.
Turn towards me. That's it. And pull back towards you. Turn left.
Sink rate.
And pull back towards you. That's it. That's good. Back to the middle. That's good. Because when we turn, the aircraft has a tendency to sort of start to slip down like that towards the ground. Just need a tiny bit of back pressure as we turn, just to help us round. Otherwise it will just keep slipping. That's nice. So as we do this turn, keeping it at the 10 degrees, nice and gentle turn, I'm just going to tell the computer where we're going.
25.
Otherwise it will get confused. We're just going to fly into the ground. Pull back a little bit, back up to 10 degrees. That's nice. Really good. Okay. Can you see the mountain range just off here where I'm moving my mouse over? Just over there.
Yeah.
Try and fly us towards that right and biggest mountain I'm moving my mouse over now. And we'll stay at 5 degrees of pitch as well. So we've got two things to look at now. Whether we're at the right amount of pitch and whether we're flying in the right direction. So right a bit. That's it. And back to the middle. And pull back just a little bit to get 1 bar up to 5 degrees. Perfect. So it may look quite weird, but we are actually flying towards pretty much that. Where I'll move my mouse now. The reason for that is because we're sat very wide apart from each other. It's a really wide plane. So if you sat in the middle, that would be perfect. Like you are there, you can look straight ahead. But we've got to look diagonally towards this column and just past it to the middle of the TV screen. And that's really where I've got my mouse now, is where the plane is flying. And it's important that we see that now, because when we turn back round towards the runway and fly towards the runway, we've got to get that picture right, otherwise we'll be coming in at an angle. So level it out, looking at the horizon, getting it just flat across the screen. Nicely done. Really good. And a little bit of right, because we just want to go straight now, we don't want to go left anymore. Back to the middle, spot on. Bit of left, we're not quite in the middle at the moment. Really good. And 5 degrees, spot on. And we're just going to keep flying it straight here, towards that mountain range, at 5 degrees ideally, of pitch, and that will keep us level. So when we're at that 5 degrees, we're not going up, we're not going down. Obviously anything above it, we go up. Anything below 5 and we're going down. That's good. A little bit of right, but just ever so slightly in a turn. Just having to tilt my head a bit. Perfect. The airport's about 6 miles behind us now, so we're just going to keep going a bit further. I'll slow it down, then we'll turn around and try and bring it back into land. You can just see it starting to turn, so react to that, take it out. Really well done. We've got it perfect at 5,000 feet, which is exactly what I put up there. going towards a mountain. That's exactly what I asked. Spot on. Okay, I'm going to start slowing us down a little bit. So I'll do the speed this first time. You'll do the speed next time. Okay, we turn left now. We'll start to descend as well. So if you go to 2.5 degrees, the first white line above the big thick one, that's perfect for a descent. Perfect. Pull back a bit and a bit of right, just a little bit. You don't want to be too tight in turn. Perfect. Back to the middle. Centralise your hands. Really good. We're starting to turn back towards the runway now. Left a tiny bit more. That's good. A tiny bit of right. And left a bit. Right a bit. I'm just getting us precisely lined up, that's why I'm going to say a lot of left and right. Forwards a little bit. You see we just ever so slightly gone above 2.5. Perfect. See them just yet. Okay, you can just see the runways coming in now on the left screen. 2 black lines with some white lines next to them. You see them there? I'll put my mouse over them if you want. There we go. 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So we're going for the right hand black line, right runway. So keep this turn going. This is looking really, really good. That will make us in line as well. Tiny touch of right and centralise your hands again. We're 10 miles out, so I'm going to put the landing gear down. So that's a rumbling you're going to feel. Nothing's breaking off the plane or falling apart, it's just the wheels going down. Perfect. We're all set up for the approach now. Lining it up perfectly. Centralise your hands again, just by straightening the acceleration. Nothing's happening quicker. Just take your time. Still.
Minimums.
Right a bit. Back to middle.
300.
Left a bit. Pull back just a little bit towards you.
200.
And right a bit. Back to the middle.
100.
Looking good. Push forwards a touch.
50.
Let it fly itself into the ground.
20. 10.
There you go, we're on the ground, all with your feet now. You don't need to worry about your hands. This is always the hardest bit, trying to keep things straight on the runway. Don't worry about braking, we've got auto brakes on this, just keeping it straight. Okay, reverse is off. Manual braking. There we go. How'd you find that?
Really good.
Yeah, no, you flew it really, really well. That was a really good approach. Nice and smooth.